What up? What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? Shout out to the family. On the way home, ladies and gentlemen. On the way home. If I sound good, y'all let me know. If I sound good, y'all let me know. Finally made it to one of these early A lives. Good morning. Shout out to John. Shout out to John in the building. Do I sound good? Does the sound good? I just want to make sure the sound is good before we get going. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. On the way in, shout out to Lydia in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Should I continue this content corrections travel nurse 2,700 a week or go to the ER for the first time as a staff nurse? Who paying more? Who paying more? I already know how I feel about that. Whoever paying more, that's where I feel like you should go. Where the money at? Who follow the money? And I think that's a great thing that you asked that because we're gonna be talking about how these employers, uh, how these employers are more about the money than nurses could ever be. Because everybody always got something to say when a nurse likes to show their lifestyle or likes to show the fruits of their labor or whatever the case may be. But before I get into that, my name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse. I love Jesus. Um, I'm a nurse. I'm an LPN, currently in transition to get his RN. I grind hard. I work hard. I play harder. Love to travel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is you returning, welcome back. Shout out to everybody who's a subscriber. Um, and you caught one of these lives that I do on the way home. You dig what I'm saying? So nursing school is hard as that. But much respect to you, big homie. Shout out to you. Nursing school is not easy. It's definitely not easy. It can be expensive. It can be the hardest thing. Nursing school was probably one of the hardest things I ever had to go through in my life. Besides the death of my brother, nursing school was definitely the second hardest thing I ever had to deal with. It was no joke. It was the LPN program. I had never been tested the way I was tested in nursing school. I'm talking about tests every week. Couldn't get under a certain grade in the class. You couldn't get under 80 something, 82, 83, something like that. If you don't pass this, you're going to fail. And then on top of the other pressure that we had, our school was closing. We found out in the middle of the year that our school was closing. So there was no comeback for us. You dig what I'm saying? There was no comeback for us. It was no wait, failing the class, reapplying, and everything like that. When did I go to school? I went to school in April of 2017. Yep. Yeah, April 2017. Got my graduated April 2018, and got my license almost a year later. Well, actually, yeah, a year later, May 2019. So went to school April 2017, graduated April 2018, got my license May 2019. So yes, that's the story. But no, I definitely want to talk about it because, like I said, as you know, the healthcare worker hate is real. The healthcare worker hate is very real. I don't know how some people want healthcare workers to live. I don't know if they want them to make a certain wage. And what's up with all these nurses talking about being broke? And I mentioned that on the last couple live streams, but my goal is to really rebuke that spirit. These nurses have come too far, have worked too hard, have been through too much to be out here talking about and claiming that they broke. I be having people on my comment section when I make my skits and everything like that talking about some, you must not know new grads are broke. Oh, I was a new grad and making six figures as soon as I got in the game. It's just about how bad you was willing to work. So I don't understand it. And I'm talking about as a new grad LPN. I just worked hard. And and the more you stay in the field, the more you increase your wage and everything like that. And there you go. I don't understand this whole mindset. Is it because a lot of these nurses don't want to work overtime? They just don't want to put in the work, or what? It was a season RN TikTok making 36 an hour talking about how broke she is. That's insane. That's really insane. And shout out to the Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? I just got to give my hometown team a shout out. I think we going to go to the Super Bowl, y'all, real quick. Let me just say that real quick. Shout out to the Detroit Lions. I think we finna make the Super Bowl this year. I don't know. I hope so. But anyway, I don't get that mindset. $36 an hour and you talking about you broke. How? And don't let you have a partner and your partner is also bringing in income. How are you broke? Either you got a lot of kids or terrible spending habits. Either one or the other. A lot of kids or terrible spending habits. But either way, I still don't think you should be broke. But beyond that, I want to talk about how your employer is more about the paper than you can ever be. Just by simple observation. And this is where I get so confused. And maybe because a lot of people who are not in the field just simply have no clue of how healthcare works. But make no mistake, healthcare is 100% a business, especially in America. It is 100% a capitalist ideal business. Do not get it twisted. Okay? If you have certain ailments, certain disease processes going on within your body, and you do not have the proper insurance or the funds to help with that disease, 9 times out of 10, you, my friend, are out of here. I'm just keeping it real. You, my friend, are out of here. And as a nurse, and it's crazy because I haven't even talked about this, but maybe I have. I've done a lot of lives. Maybe I have talked about it, but I'm gonna bring it up again if I have. It's patients that are recovering. You'll have patients in a nursing home that are recovering from injuries, or that are in the middle of therapy, or that are just there because they just simply can't take care of themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, let that insurance run out. Let that Medicaid, or let Medicaid decide that they will no longer cover someone's treatment if they are not showing signs of progression within their health, and they decide to cut them off. I just want to ask you a question. Do you think that the nursing home is going to find it out the kindness of their hearts to say that, well, you know what? I know you don't have no money. I know you broke. You can't pay for the services that we are providing here. But since we like you so much, we're just going to let you stay. We're going to do this from the bottom of our hearts. Have you ever heard any nursing home, any long-term care any assisted living say that. Because I know I sure have not. I'm sure I've never heard that. And you want to know why? Because it's about the paper. It's always been about the paper. When I used to work in assisted living, they had a strict 2-day late fee policy. I mean strict. Right. Shout out to RJ. It's always about the money. Always will be. When I worked in assisted living, if they was 2 days late, by day number 3, they had the moving trucks. I'm not joking. I've seen it done a couple times when I was there. And I'm talking about the place that I worked at within assisted living. This is for people who had that guap, who had that paper. You dig? And they was not playing. By day number 3, by 9 a.m., they was calling 2 men in the truck or the college bros or whatever the moving services was. They was calling and they was out on the streets. Don't care where you got to go. You just ain't going to be here. Because this costs, ladies and gentlemen. This costs. So if you don't have a plan for your old age and you are not in good health, and this is why I like working in these situations, I'm telling you, even though sometimes we still got bad habits and stuff like that as nurses, but while we young, we need to be taking heed of what could happen to us if we not careful. Man, I'm telling you, the nursing home is like an everyday slap in the face. It's an everyday reminder of what could pop off if we not careful. If we don't watch the things that we put in our body, if we don't watch the things that we do to our bodies. It's an everyday reminder. Because I'm telling you, growing old while being sick plus being broke is not fun. I see it every day. Growing old plus being sick plus not having no paper is not fun. It is an awful experience. It was a brother today that they kicked him out. And this patient had antibiotics. He was getting IV antibiotics because he had an infection in his brain. And they had to go. He had to go because the insurance said, no, it ran out. But in the middle of IV medication, antibiotic treatment, he wasn't finished. It wasn't complete. The infection may have not been all the way gone yet. There is a chance that the infection could indeed come back. You make that case, because I know sometimes you can get an appeal, but you make that case to the insurance company, and if the appeal is not approved, they'll say that, well, honestly, that's not our problem. It's not our problem. And you telling me it's not about money? And you telling me y'all upset when a nurse go on TikTok and show her purse, or show a luxury day, or show a vacation, but y'all ain't got no smoke for the corporate owners because they not seen. But y'all ain't got no smoke for them. All right, cool. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. But I need people to keep that same energy. And again, I'm not the flashy type or whatever, because that's at one point I used to think it was corny, but now I don't, because I understand it. And I feel like those nurses showing that off is a lot better than the kids looking up to a Suki Hana or a Sexy Red or stuff like that. And then some people feel like, well, it's just sending the wrong message. You say SpongeBob been told us this. What you mean? How SpongeBob been told us? I don't get it. And I used to watch SpongeBob, so what he do? Yo, preach. Man, I'm just saying. So it's not about the money. Your employer. Why do you think all these strikes are happening? Why do you nurses think that you work short all the time? Because of the ratios in certain states. Because it saves on cost, ladies and gentlemen. It cuts down on cost. It cuts down on the budget. You'll work like a dog. And then somebody, and they may or may not even be in the field. And they'll tell you you shouldn't do that. You don't deserve that. Well, they got Mr. Krabs kicked out of the hospital because of insurance. Oh, yeah, this is very real. And they want to say, well, it shouldn't be about the money. Well, what is it about? What is it about? Why do you think these people who decided to be CEOs and the people who decided to build these hospitals, why do you think they did it in the first place? Because they care about people? Okay, well, that may be a part of it. That may be some part of it. But I tell you what, if it was no money in it, I promise they wouldn't do it. I promise they wouldn't do it. If there was no money in it, I promise they would not do it. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of getting that paper, tonight will be officially day 19 out of 20 shifts worked. It will officially be day 19 out of 20 shifts worked. And tomorrow will be day 20 out of 20 shifts. I know I said it would be 25, but it wasn't. It added up to actually 20. So out of the whole month of January, because remember, you said nobody go to work if there was no money. And I hate when people use that as an argument for nurses. Right? That's to me, that's such a weak argument. But but I thought it was gonna be 25 shifts, but it's not. And it's only January 23rd. And I'm on 20 days of work. I've worked 20 shifts, 12s and 16s, 20 shifts. You dig? By January 23rd, by January 24th. You dig what I'm saying? And they tell you that you can't work hard and enjoy your life and all that kind of stuff. This is about the paper. You think I'm working this hard because I like being there? No, 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 no. Don't get me wrong. It's cool to be there. But if I wasn't getting paid, I wouldn't be there. No, it hasn't been 20 straight. No, I've had like one day off every 7 days or every 6 days, but it hasn't been 20 straight. No. I think I did have a weekend off in between time too. So yeah, but that's a very weak argument when it comes to that. They be walking people out because they don't got no insurance and everything like that. Oh, you gotta go, player. Oh, we need that $500 a day about you. Which one is it gonna be? Which one is it gonna be? We gonna either get that $500 up about you per day, or you got to get out of here. And guess what? We're not gonna set up no transportation for you. You got to find your own ride. We're not gonna pay for that either. They turned into a whole different animal when you ain't got no more money. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? When you can't, when they, ah, shoot, when they campaigning for you to be up in there. Hold on, y'all. There go the. Who said they want that bid for someone who can pay? That's real. When they think when they think you got the paper, oh, they talk to you real nice. Hey, we have 5-star service. We have the nurses that are gonna attend to your every need. Oh, we have great CNAs with a very wonderful attitude. They are so happy to be there. You are gonna get the 100% utmost excellent service that we can absolutely provide. We have great food. The food is amazing. We have 5-star Michelin chefs. They tell you anything to get you up in the facility. Some of them will. Some of them will. But as soon as you ain't got no paper, all right, well, you can get your ish and go. That whole attitude, well, what happened? You was just whining and dining me a week ago. I'm talking about whining and dining me, telling me all the great things about the place. Now you act like you can't stand to see me. Yeah, because that money not talking no more, player. That money not talking no more. It's over with. Now, when that money come, I'll start talking to you nice again. But until then, it ain't really nothing to talk about, my boy. It's nothing really to talk about, player. Either you got it or you don't. Either you got the insurance or you don't. Either you got the paper or you don't. Well, if you ain't got that paper, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. And they talking about it's not about the money. Nursing is all about the money. You dig? It's about the money. It's not the only thing, but trust and believe. It's about the money, and I want my cut. I want my cut, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sick of acting like, well, I ain't never acted like it, but I'm sick of other people acting like they don't want theirs. I'm sick of it. We about that pape over here. F all that other stuff. F all that nonsense talking about some, oh no, we doing it for the love and the kindness. No, sir. That is a cap and a half full of nonsense. Because your boss ain't doing it when you ain't got no equipment or the equipment barely work and your staff is short on purpose. You know, here's what I don't like, though. I don't like when the staff, when it be short outside, not outside, but when it be short at your job, it'll be short at the job, right? Somebody will call in, but they won't tell you about it. They won't tell you about it because they scared if they tell you about certain people calling in, then others just gonna call off. This is why I love living in the suburbs. They got the beautiful salt trucks out. They breaking up all the ice. I love living in the suburbs. I don't know about y'all, but I absolutely love living in the suburbs. It's wonderful. This is why I enjoy being a nurse. I really do. It has provided me a wonderful setting to lay my head in. I don't know if I was doing something else, if I just had a regular job working at, I don't know, anywhere. I don't know if I'll be able to enjoy the nice peacefulness of the suburbs. I love the suburbs. I am not one that try to act like I love being in the hood. I want to stay in the hood and all that kind of stuff. I don't. I don't. I do not. You know what I'm saying? I'll come visit. But after I come do what I got to do, I'm going back to the suburbs in peace. Is that wrong? Is that wrong to feel that way? Chat, let me know if I'm wrong for feeling like that. Is that wrong to love living in the suburbs and not wanting to live in the hood? Is that wrong? Am I tripping? Or does that make me a sellout? Because people will say, well, you a sellout. But they act like don't know other black folks live in the suburbs. What? I don't know. Am I tripping? I could be tripping. That ain't gonna change. If I am tripping, that ain't gonna change the fact that I absolutely love living in the suburbs. Because who wouldn't want to love living in a nice area? I never understand that. People will it's the most backwards thing I've ever seen. People will really be upset because you want to live nice and do nice things, not hurt nobody, do it legally. You did? Marcus D say you pay the cost to be the boss. I mean, yeah, I hear you. I just thought maybe I was tripping because they love to say you a sellout. Shout out to Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar say if you leave the hood one bit, you are doing a disservice. You are doing a disservice to your community. How so? That's what I want to know. How am I doing a disservice by not living in the hood? I don't know. But anyway, it's about that paper. It's about that paper. I done seen so many employers say they cutting the budget. That's why a lot of, well, I don't know about now, but that's why a lot of places that's not in nursing don't like to give overtime. You get overtime, you cutting the budget. But let me tell you something. You got to think about it. Devin, the dude our end said, I guess I did a disservice. Right. Same here. But shout out to Dr. Umar though. He cool people, man. He just be on some other stuff sometimes. But yeah, man. I forgot what I was about to say. But dang, what was I about to say, y'all? That threw me off. That threw me off just that quick. But no, when you in the nursing homes though, for real though, you see a lot of stuff. You really do see a lot of stuff, and you learn how quick life can get real, very real. I've seen people being wheeled out the nursing homes crying because they literally had nowhere else to go once that insurance and everything like that was cut off. So now I'm starting to wonder, are they getting to a point to where they are, oh, the budget. Okay, they are making arrangements with the state to where they starting to house more and more homeless people. Because now I think at this point, our facility is more homeless people than anything. You dig? It's more homeless people than anything. They're getting younger and younger. And it's more homeless people than anything. Some people that's in our nursing home don't even take meds. Only thing they really, some people that's homeless, some of the homeless people, only thing they take is a multivitamin. That's it. And you can be like, well, what is you here for? You did? Because you be like, well, because I don't got nowhere else to go. It is what it is. So, I guess that's life, though. I guess that's life. And I say, yeah, I'm a firm believer in saying it's about getting to that bag with this nursing game. This is a game. You better learn how to play. Nursing is a game, bro. All the time and effort that you put in and to making sure other people good, and they don't want you to live and eat good. No, I'm going to live very well. I'm going to live very well, and I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to make this paper until I get to the goal that I'm ready to get to, and then I'm leaving. Oh, I'm leaving. This is a business for me. This is a business for me to use and to take advantage of until I get to where I need to be. I will use it as long as I see fit. Just like any of these companies will use you as long as they see fit. As long as you're an asset to them, are you cool? So as long as nursing is an asset to my life, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. Nursing is not going nowhere. She going to be right here by my side. As long as it's an asset to my life, as long as it's making me money, as long as she doing what she need to do for my people and my household, she ain't going nowhere. We all right. Because it's impossible. And I know some of these people, some of these nurses out here hate nursing. And that's their prerogative. But it is almost impossible for me to hate a profession that got this many options, that gives you that much freedom, that much autonomy over your schedule, and you getting fast money. You getting it fast. You got some places where you can get paid the same day. You dig? It's hard for me to hate an industry like that. You know what I'm saying? I might not appreciate the practices of it. I might get irritated with it. I might see it for the bloodthirsty game that it really is, but I can't hate on it because, in all honesty, the game is what you make it. Some of these nurses have become so bitter, though, because they were tricked. They were led to believe that nursing was something that it wasn't, and they are bitter. It is no different than being with somebody and they quote unquote flip the script on you. That's what nursing did to a lot of individuals. And this is why you get some nurses that come on YouTube that just have a disdain for the profession. And that's cool. They allowed to. Because ain't nobody from the board of nursing sponsoring me. But I'm just trying to keep it real for all the people that's looking for a change and an opportunity to make better money with they time and who just need options. It's about options for me, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Shout out to Marcus. Every career has its ups and downs. Every last one. And nursing is no different. You gotta use her for what we using her for. We using her to get where we need to go. And that's all right. A lot of people have a problem when you say nursing is a stepping stone. Well, it is for me and for a lot of other people. What's wrong with saying that? What's wrong with saying that? Oh, CJ, you shouldn't say that. I be having people hit me up like, CJ, you shouldn't talk. CJ, you shouldn't talk like that. It make it sound like you just about money. I'm about my paper. I'm about it. Yeah, that's true. But it make it seem like you just about it. I'm not just about it. I'm like 70%, 80% about it when it comes to this field. I'm just keeping it all the way greasy with you. Like it's not a joke to me. It's not a joke. It's not something that I waste time with. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna be in it, I'm gonna be in it, and I'm gonna get the most of her out of her. I'm gonna treat her just as good as she treat me. Nothing more, nothing less. This is a business. Especially when I'm to the part to where she helped me get to all the things that I want to get. She helped me get to all the savings. Oh yeah, I'm real nice to her because right now, back then I wasn't right. What about now? Am I straight? I don't know what happened. I don't know what's up with this thing. I might have to recharge it. I might have to recharge it. But maybe it's not charged up enough. I don't know. Alright, I'm good now. Alright, y'all just have to rock with no mic for a minute. But But no, like I was saying, in my early 20s, man, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just taking college classes to take them. I had no clue. You know what I'm saying? But I was working in a group home, but I knew I had to do something. So I finally decided to go get my CDL. And then I ain't like that. So I knew somebody that was a nurse, that was an LPN. And the LPN was getting it. He was getting it in, making a lot of paper, traveling all the time. Inspired me to do it. And I'm glad I had that guy as a resource, because there really wasn't no talk about LP. Nursing wasn't really, back then, like in 2016, 2015, nursing was not a hot topic on YouTube. The nursing niche was very small. So it really wasn't a lot of, I mean, it was stuff out there, but it wasn't like how it is now. You know what I'm saying? You didn't find out a lot about nursing. It was just very few in between. And it was like dang near no male nurses on YouTube at all. So I think it was maybe like one. And I think it was probably like the urban nurse at that time. And I think that's when he was like just starting or somebody. But yeah, I had no clue what I wanted to do. Then I decided to go to nursing school. The rest is history. I'm like, oh, okay, I can do this. I can do this. And everybody be thinking you gotta love what you have to love what you do. Man, look, when you young, when you get in the game, it's not about loving what you do. You're doing what you gotta do to get paid. And you're doing what you gotta do to eat right now. It's not about loving what you do. That usually don't come till later in life. I'm just happen to be very fortunate that I got the opportunity to enjoy what I do. So back then wasn't easy. Right. You get to enjoy what you do. But even back then, nursing was like, all the benefits of it was like an open secret. Because it's always been nursing agencies around. It's always been PRN around. It's always been all that stuff around. Travel nursing has always been a thing. It's just COVID had took it to another level. COVID took it to another level and took it to another grind, and everything like that, and it just blew up. But yeah. That's why I just like, well, look, I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm very fortunate enough to enjoy what I do and like what I'm doing. And I'm getting these perks and these benefits, and I can flip this into my own business. Nursing, I'm finna start a business because of this field. A field that I just jumped into because I saw somebody else that was fly doing it. You dig what I'm saying? I'm finna turn this whole thing into a business. Who would have thought? And whether the business succeed or if it fails, that's not the point. But the fact that that's just another option that the field is giving me. It is what it is. People say you always talk good about it. I be getting, man, y'all should see some of the emails I get. People be saying you always just talk about, I never just always talk about the good. I definitely talk about the bad, but I speak more good than bad. This is what I do. I will not stay in something that I hate. It's the difference between being indifferent and not caring for real, but hating it, that versus hating it, no. You will literally drive yourself crazy. I'm not finna be involved in something that I can't stand. I gotta like what I do. I gotta at least enjoy coming to work. You know what I'm saying? Or at least like can tolerate it. I can definitely tolerate this. Especially with all the perks. They're trying to act like, oh, it's just all bad. And that's cool. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. But please believe that paper gonna come. I'd advise anybody to go out there and get it. But just understand though, when you get into the game, remember, it is a business. You're gonna have times where you get screwed over. And I'm talking about like as far as from like a staffing perspective, where you get screwed over. The thing, here's what I think, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in nursing. I didn't learn this until recently. And I talked about it a little bit earlier, but I truly cannot stand when other nurses call off or when other seniors call off, and they'll call the scheduler and let the scheduler know, but the scheduler or whoever got the on-call phone don't say nothing. They do that on purpose because, like I said earlier, they don't want the other people to call off because somebody else called in, because nobody wants to work short. That has to be one of the biggest pet peeves. This is why I don't mind being about the money. Because if they'll do stuff like that, if they'll pull antics like that, just, not that saying that they screwing you over intentionally, but they are screwing you over though. Because a lot of the times management's supposed to come in, they don't. Sometimes they will, but most of the time they don't. And you're stuck working short. I've only seen one I've only seen one DON come in when the seniors are short and work as a senior. I've only ever seen that once in my career, and that was with this DON. Her name was Holly. She's the first and only DON. I'm not saying that more DONs don't do it, but I've never seen any other DON come in, and she used to drive from Ohio to Michigan. Like once, I think I had worked Christmas, and she came in and she drove from Ohio to Michigan. Now, it was probably about 45 minutes, maybe an hour because of the snow, but she was relatively close. But still, most DONs don't do stuff like that. Most DONs do not do stuff like that. Most DONs be like, well, I guess y'all gonna have to just thug it out. Y'all gonna have to just figure it out. Because most DONs like, oh, well, shoot. You on your own, player. Definitely on your own. I hate that my sound just went out like that, though. That's crazy. Like that. I don't know why I did that. But anyway. Try again. Can y'all hear me on the mic? Or is it still tripping? All right, cool. So don't let them find out you there for the money. They can find out all they want. They don't care. The employees don't care. I mean, the employers don't care. They could care less. That's the wild part. That's the wild part about the situation. The employers could care less that you there for the money. They be trying to act all brand new. They be trying to act all like that in the interview. But them employers don't care. J.I., shout out to J.I. J.I., do you think them employers really care? You was in HR. You think them employers really care that you there for the money? They could care less. Them employers don't could care less. They like, oh, okay. Are you going to come to work? They just trying to make sure a body in the building. They be trying to make sure a body is in the building so they can meet some sort of quota. You said them employees know why you there. They know it. They know the game. Shoot. They know we are. Yeah, of course they do. Who will be here for free? Top of the morning. Shout out to Emmanuel in the building. That's why I just be like, I be so confused at people's, and I guess, like I said, the perception of it. You caring for the elderly, you caring for the sick, you even caring for the dying because of the hospice aspect of it. And I get it to a certain degree, but at the same time, you better know Meemaw's butt would not be getting wiped if it was for $2 an hour. $2 an hour. Please believe it. You will be doing it yourself. You would definitely be doing it yourself. So as long as you show do work right. Shoot, they don't care about that. That's how business works. They'll tell you in a heartbeat, it's not personal. I know you could use another nurse there right now to help you out. I know you could use an extra Cena right now to help you out. I know it. But guess what? We got to save on this budget. That's why they had to get agency up out of a lot of these buildings. But the positive thing about that is with it being so short, they have no problem playing overtime though, because you saving them hundreds of thousands. Me, them, and they paying me. They actually paying me well. So me getting the overtime, they will gladly pay me that than spending all that money with agency. Well, you think? Talking about they let you come up in there 7 days in a row? Yeah, they don't care. And I know some places do. Sometimes you do have people trying to hate on your overtime and stuff like that, which is crazy. Which is crazy to me. They act like it's their money. I never understand that. Especially them all hating schedulers too. I will never understand that. Now my scheduler cool. I don't got no smoke with my schedule. She's straight. You know what I'm saying? We ain't. I've been there 6 months. We ain't never had an issue. If I say I want something, she make it happen. That's why I don't mind coming to work, even through all the nonsense. She make it happen. Shoot. So y'all find y'all. Hopefully, all y'all can get y'all a spot. Y'all can find y'all a spot that got a cool scheduler. Cause if you anything like me, you know what I'm saying, your scheduler can be your best friend. But again, we still got options. So even if she tripping, you can either always go, well, the places that would allow you, because some places be acting like they don't like to have contingent workers. Yeah, 7 days in a row. Listen, I know a girl who worked in the hospital. She did 30 days straight. These people do not care. They don't care. She did 30 days straight, making all kind of money. I think I did like 14 days straight once in the summertime. Yeah. Because really, what else is it to do? I mean, in all honesty. Like, if you don't got kids and stuff like that, what else is it really to do besides go make you some paper and enjoy life? There's really nothing to do. A lot of the times, most hours of the day, you scrolling on your phone, not doing nothing. All right, well, I could be making some paper right now so I can keep enjoying life. Because if I'm not work, I'm asleep. If I'm not asleep, I'm working or on a plane or doing something like that. I don't know. But what else is it to do? And cats be acting like they so, but no, you're not. You're not that busy to not go to work. What are you really doing? You're not doing nothing. And now I'm starting to sound like the Everest guy. But that's true. He was spitting facts. What are you doing? You just sitting up on your couch? You want to be a loser? Oh, man, he was going in. Even when you sleep on a plane, you still working. Yeah, I'm still working. Everything is work for me. What I'm doing right now is work. Uploading a YouTube video, that's work. Sharing my life with y'all, that's work. None of this is just free. It's really no such thing as doing anything for free in my world. Everything has to have a purpose. Everything has to have meaning. You dig what I'm saying? Everything. Even down from the woman that I'm with. If she don't have a purpose, if she's not an asset in my life, why is she there? Even down to my friendships, the people I associate with, everything has to be an asset, has to add. I need to gain something from you being around, because you're going to gain something from me being around. So I need to gain something from you being around. Everybody has to benefit off one another. We just sitting here having free relationships. What is the point of that? We done did that already. We done did that all through high school. We done did that all through grade school. Okay, now let's start having relationships that actually benefit our future. But me sitting around just kicking it with you about talking about nothing or talking about the game for 2 weeks straight, not getting nothing done, that's old to me, bro. That is really old to me. That's why I don't be hanging with a lot of cats. If you are not an asset, then what are you there for? What are you there for? That's the real meaning of I can do bad all by myself. Shoot. Oh yeah, it's slippery up here. You gotta make yourself valuable. That's what we talk about, this high value stuff. If you're not valuable to nobody, then what are you there for? So, oh, it's slippery up in this parking lot. But yeah, y'all, cut them relationships out where y'all not gaining nothing or benefiting from nothing. That's what's keeping a lot of y'all broke, hanging on to absolutely meaningless relationships. If you, ladies, if you with a man and he's not doing nothing for you, he's not serving you in no way, serving your purpose. If he's not, you're not benefiting from being with him in any kind of way, and he just there, leave him. Fellas, if you got a woman there and she's not doing nothing for you, and she just sitting there, and feel like just because she's a woman, she should be there in your space, in your presence, and you a man and you holding it down and you providing all that kind of stuff, and she just sitting there, that's just sit there, charge her. And that's with just anybody. Charge them to the game. What we putting up with these old, that's what keep it, a lot of that though is keeping us broke. Sometimes we become so comfortable that you don't want to let that go. But forget that. Life way too short for that nonsense. Way too short. Taking my NCLEX in March. Yeah. Yeah. Knock that NCLEX out. I need to interview somebody who just took the NCLEX, like the NCLEX Next Gen. I haven't really had a conversation with anybody who just took the NCLEX Next Gen because I didn't get a chance to take the Next Gen. So if you out there and you've taken the NCLEX Next Generation NCLEX, holla at me and shoot me an email, and we can schedule a time where I can interview you so we can talk about some of the things that the people can expect on the NCLEX, on the NCLAC. You did? Shout out to Manuel. You taking yours on the first, you'll let me know. Okay. Self-awareness. We will know you'll do good. Yes, yes, yes. We praying for all y'all that's about to take y'all NCLEX. We praying for all y'all that's about to take y'all NCLEX. Y'all gonna do well, and it's gonna be your golden ticket. That nursing license is your golden ticket. That's your freedom right there. That's your autonomy. That's your schedule right there. Man, what? People underestimate the power of that nursing license. It's people that go to school for 10 years, 12 years getting master's degrees and all that kind of stuff and BS and working at Target. What? What? When some people went to school for less than a year and just doing and living their life, living their dream. Ain't that crazy how life works? That's so funny how life works. But again, when we get into these jobs or these professions that don't mean nothing, then that's what happens. You getting a liberal arts degree. That is don't mean nothing. Communications degree, that's a very outdated degree now. You shouldn't even be they shouldn't even be able to get you shouldn't even be able to get a degree in communications at this point. Everything is digital now. Anybody can really pick up a microphone, turn on a camera, and do that. No LTs, okay, no long-term straight corrections. That's what's up. That's what's up. Nothing wrong with corrections. Nothing wrong with corrections. If that's what you like. I've never worked corrections though. I've never worked corrections. Let me see. Kind of randomly came across this channel, but I'm happy I did. I'll be watching your videos for advice. How did you? Let's see. Chantel's missing self-awareness. How did you find this channel? Did it just pop up on your feed? Their degree costs more than their annual pay will be. That's a fact. That is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. That is crazy. People be shocked too sometimes when I tell them like, "Oh yeah, we about to." Because people, I'm telling you, I don't volunteer this information. Like when out in the real world when I'm working, I don't volunteer this information. I be really just keeping to myself. People be curious. When they see you working day after day and then they see you just dip, they be like, well, what's the secret? What you do? LPN on my city is 9K. LPN in my city is 9K. What you mean 9K? It's an investment for your future. Don't worry about the price. LPN, the school is only 9,000? Is that, if that's what you saying, then you better go. That's phenomenal. 9,000 for LPN total? Congratulations, you about to lose your job. Shout out to you about to lose your job. 9,000. That's wonderful. I ain't never heard of being that low. What state you in? Said no, it was a random short video you reacting to some girl, and I just checked your channel live. Oh, okay, cool. Well, welcome. Happy that you can make it. Let me see. Yep, I'm in Nashville. Yours was 6K at community college? Man, that's beautiful. There's some people paying 30K for LPN. However you got to make it is what you got to do. But that school, them schools charging $30,000 for LPN, that's absurd. That is so crazy. 6K in Arizona, 1 year, it was lit. It was a listo. Dang. Boy, y'all, that's a steal right there. You going dang near free. That's a steal for. Then imagine if you go to a LPN school. I mean, LPN RN. Your bridge probably won't be no more than like 20,000, 25,000, 23 at the max probably. You know, went to school, got a whole degree for less than $30,000, or a little bit more than $30,000. That's wild. That is wild. Anyone looking into a school, check WIOA in your area. I just got my tuition and books paid in full. Start 2/7. Wow. All I need was to pass Dosha's calculation at A&P, and I got an A in both. Amen. God is good. Any advice for the best first job starting out as an LPN? I think I did a video on this. Don't go to assisted living, in my opinion. Do not go to assisted living for your first job. I would say go to the nursing home. Some people don't like the nursing home, but I'm just telling you what I think. I would say definitely go to long-term care. Find you a long-term care where you can learn how to take care of very sick patients, what you need to do, how you need to handle that, how you need to contact doctors, learn when and when you need to send somebody out, learn how to develop your nursing judgment, learn how to develop your critical thinking skills. And sometimes that's why it's okay to start out at a place that's not the greatest, because you're going to see it all. You're going to see it all. Let me see. Hold on. Why did that just disappear? But yeah, let me see. I want to go somewhere where I can learn a lot of skills. That's what's up. You said don't do. Shout out to Toya. You said don't do home health either. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, that's true. If you don't have a bachelor's already, your state, like you'll do a work source program, and they will pay for your LPN program for another 2 year degree. Yep. Home health scares me. I don't like being in people's house. Yeah, I feel you on that one. Dang, I guess I'll try LTC then. Man, you got. I mean, yeah. To me, that's where the most paper is. I haven't heard hospitals paying LPNs over $30 yet. You know what I'm saying? And to me, in the long-term care, you can really hone your skills and everything like that. But I did preview some of those shirts that I'm about to start selling on my site soon. I'm working on the site now. It's coming together. My designer sent me some more shirts for today, but I'm making him make some changes. But so on this first round, I'm gonna have an LPN shirt, I'm gonna have it's gonna be for all nurses. I'm gonna have all nurses, a shirt for all nurses. I'm gonna have one shirt specifically for the ladies. I got one shirt for the seniors, and I got one shirt for future nurses. So be on the lookout. It's going down. Okay, thanks for that. I was definitely considering nursing homes since we have a lot in my area. What area are you from? What state you from? Chantel's missing self-awareness. Thank you. Already a CNA in long term care, chasing a bag. Always shout out to Letitia Hossein. You said home health off the chain, depending on what area you go to. That's what's up. You better take full advantage on God when that time comes. You see, corrections pays good too. Not for me though. I feel you on that one. CJ, when the book come out, I want to release the book at the same time as the shirts. I'm really gonna try to have everything out within the next 2 weeks. I got my guy working on my logo right now, and the site is dang near up. I got a host for it and everything like that. So now we just putting the store together with Shopify and all that other good stuff. So it's coming together. It's coming together. So very soon. Man, it ain't been going too hot right now, man. Just with this work, but I'm gonna put in more effort though for sure. Got to stay accountable, even myself. I appreciate that. I've been 1 month. Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, but I appreciate that, man. Stay on me. Stay on me. We need it. We need it. Let me see. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun as always. Been on for about an hour, and it's time for me to get up in the crib and get some rest because I gotta go tonight to finish night 19 out of 20, and then Wednesday will be 20 out of 20. Are you in Wisconsin? Okay. Do you take your lunch to work? Sometimes. All right, CJ. See you on the next one. See y'all on the next one. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss none of the content. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. God first. Love you. Peace.